Did you know Halo MCC campaigns can be modded without sacrificing achievements? Have you been sent back to the beginning of a campaign simply because Halo MCC decided to say "fuck you"? Or maybe you're just a little cheater pants that doesn't want to spend 2 months grinding out lasso campaigns for a worthless internet award. Whatever reason you have for wanting to mod the campaigns without any consequences, I got you. Let's get right into it. So many people have complaints about MCC's playlists and how buggy they are. Recently, I was grinding out the Halo 2 campaign, and I was on high charity when I just had to quit for the night. I was just exhausted and just wanted to go to bed. When I came back the next day, when I loaded in, it brought me back to the armory. Like when I tried to first load up, it just brought me back to the armory. I don't know why. No explanation, just brought me back there. Instead of giving up on Halo for a couple of months like I normally do, I just said "F it" and decided I was going to cheat my way back to high charity. But I didn't want to give up the achievement progress that I had already worked pretty hard for. So I was looking for a way to do it without sacrificing that. So the first thing you're going to need is a copy of Halo MCC. I'm using the Steam version of the game, but as long as you have a way to run the game with and without anti-cheat services, it should just work just fine for you. When I hit play, it asks me which one I want, but if you've already used the always use this option button, you can actually right click, go to properties, and then inside the general settings, scroll down to the select launch option. And you're definitely going to want to set it to ask when starting the game because you're going to have to go back and forth between the two pretty frequently with this method. The next thing you'll need is a copy of Cheat Engine. At the time of recording this, I'm using version 7.7, and I'll put a link in the description for the downloads page. After that, you're going to need a cheat table. I provide that as well. It'll also be in the description. It's called MCC Win Shipping or MCC Win64 Shipping. If you just go to the GitHub page, you click this link right here, it'll bring you to the file, and then you can click this download raw file button, which will, oh, we can go ahead and do it. I've already downloaded it, but it'll download a copy of that. That'll be good. And then the README file, I really recommend that you read this. There's some good information in here. I have not touched it on campaign mods, so use those at your own discretion. All right, once you have Cheat Engine and my cheat table installed, go ahead and open up Halo. If you haven't already started uh, a lasso playlist, or I guess just any campaign playlist or any campaign mission that you're basically trying to work on, um, you're going to want to start it with cheat or anti-cheat enabled. So just launch Halo like you normally would. Don't worry about anything yet. Just get into Halo. Let's just pick CE, for example, if I wanted to go to the lasso campaign, which I've already completed, but I was going to do again sometime soon anyways. We could restart this playlist from the beginning. Just choose all your options and then start up the campaign, which I will do off camera really quick. But basically, whatever campaign you're trying to play, for example, let's do a more complicated one rather than CE. If we're trying to do Halo 2, you want to get all the way through the Heretic and the Armory and to the beginning of Cairo Station. And then once you're able to like move and walk around inside of Cairo Station, then start save and quit and then close out of Halo, and then we can go from there. But you just want to get past all of these like individual missions because the entire point of this is that we're keeping the achievement. So we need to finish each campaign mission with anti-cheat turned on. Um, so basically just start up the campaign like normal, whatever campaign you're trying to do. Make sure you're able to move and walk around and whatever, and then at that point start save and quit, close out of Halo, and we'll go on to the next step. All right, so once you guys, I actually switched to Halo 3 ODST just because I wanted to show you guys me getting achievements in real time. So once you guys have started up a campaign, closed out of Halo, or saved and quit, closed out of Halo, and then relaunched with anti-cheat disabled, you guys can find somewhere in your downloads folder, wherever you downloaded MCC Win64 shipping, you should already have Cheat Engine installed at this point, go ahead and double click this. It'll open up the cheat engine window. It'll have this little computer icon up in the top left. If you guys just go ahead and click that, it'll bring up the process list window. Choose Halo the Master Chief Collection. Click open. When it asks you if you want to keep your current address list, say yes, and then choose whichever game you want to mod. So for me, I'm going to do Halo 3 ODST, and I'm going to turn on pretty much all this stuff. There we go. And at that point, when I come back into, actually I'm going to use my controller here just because I'm more comfortable with that, but as you guys can see, I'm definitely like super fast. I've got unlimited ammo, one-shot kill, so we're in a modded state right now. What you want to do is get all the way to the end of the campaign mission that you're on, but you don't want to finish it. You want to get all the way to the end, but don't finish the campaign mission, because the whole point here is that we're keeping the achievements going. So get as close as you can to the end of the campaign mission. Whenever you think you've gotten like the last checkpoint that you could possibly get, you know, lasso playlist won't show you most of the time. But get as close as you think you can without actually finishing it. If you finish it, it's kind of problematic, because especially if you're further along in the campaign, you're gonna have to restart the entire campaign. But it doesn't really matter. Just make sure that you don't finish the mission, because you have to finish the last checkpoint's worth of the mission without any mods in order for you to still get the achievement, which is still drastically easier than doing the entire campaign mission. But it's just something that you got to keep in mind, and always keep in the back of your mind. You got to make sure that you know this mission and when it's going to end. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish out most of this campaign mission, and I will clip this to the end of the campaign mission when I am just about to do the next step. Alright, I'm just about at the end of the mission here. I think his name's Buck, just called me up to go meet up with him. All the enemies are dead, so it's about as far as I definitely want to go, because I know as soon as I walk up to him, the mission's going to finish, which I don't want to happen. So I'm going to hit start, I'm going to hit save and quit game, and then we're going to close out of Halo MCC entirely, and then we're going to relaunch back into Halo MCC with anti-cheat enabled, so that we can get I'm sorry, also before you relaunch Halo MCC, make sure you close out a cheat engine, otherwise it will just tell you no, because you're trying to cheat. So close out a cheat engine and then relaunch with anti-cheat enabled, so that we can get the achievements for completing this mission. I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, so this mission in particular was fantastic for an example here, because I just got the message from Buck to go up and meet with him, which means that I don't have to kill any enemies, I don't have to do anything. I've now loaded back into Halo MCC with anti-cheat enabled, so we should see some achievements hit as soon as we finish this mission. Let's go ahead and make sure that happens, though. So we can go ahead and skip the cutscene, get to the end here. It'll take a second or two, and as you can see, you got the achievements pouring in right there. I got the beat the par score and completed that mission. I haven't played Halo 3 ODST on MCC yet, or at least not on my PC. I did play it on my Xbox a little bit way back when, but as you can see there, I kind of just skipped throughout the entire mission, started it up with mods, played through the whole thing, and just finished the last checkpoint's worth of the mission with no mods on, and voila, I got the achievement for completing the entire mission. Now we're on the next one. But yeah, if you guys found this helpful, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Anyways, I'll catch you guys next time.